Daily Horoscope Analysis for Taurus, April 9, 2025. Welcome to your cosmic forecast, dear Taurus. Today's celestial configuration offers you a unique blend of practical opportunities and spiritual insights. As the sun continues its journey through Aries, in your 12th house of subconscious patterns and hidden strengths, you're experiencing a period of inner awakening before your birthday season begins. This is the cosmic equivalent of preparing soil before planting invisible work that creates the foundation for visible growth. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Saturn today, bringing a mature and grounding energy to your relationships and financial endeavors. This aspect supports long-term planning and commitment, perfect for your naturally dedicated nature. The day begins with a sense of clarity about your values and priorities. You've been contemplating certain changes for weeks, and today brings the confidence to make decisions aligned with your authentic self. Trust this inner knowing, as it stems from Venus's influence, enhancing your natural Taurian intuition. In your professional sphere, colleagues and superiors are likely to recognize your consistent efforts. This isn't about dramatic breakthroughs, but rather acknowledgement of your steady, reliable approach. A project you've been nurturing methodically may finally show tangible results, validating your patient strategy. For those working independently, client appreciation could materialize in the form of referrals or renewed contracts. Financially, this is an excellent day for reviewing your resources and making practical adjustments to your budget or investment portfolio. With Saturn's influence, you're able to see beyond immediate gratification to long-term security. Consider consulting with a financial advisor or researching sustainable investment opportunities that align with your values. In matters of the heart, the Venus-Saturn trine brings depth and authenticity to your relationships. For partnered Taurians, discussions about future plans flow more easily today, with both parties feeling secure enough to express their true desires. There's a beautiful opportunity to strengthen foundations through honest communication. Single Taurians might feel drawn to individuals who demonstrate reliability and emotional maturity rather than just surface attraction. Pay attention to connections that develop naturally through shared interests or values rather than forced romantic scenarios. Your physical well-being benefits from today's Earth-dominant energy. Your body responds particularly well to grounding practices like gardening, hiking, or yoga sequences that emphasize balance and stability. Nutritionally, mineral-rich foods support your system today. Think leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Hydration is also important, particularly as the dry Aries sun can deplete your moisture levels. The throat and neck area, your ruling body region, may need extra attention, perhaps through gentle stretches or wearing colors that activate the throat chakra, like turquoise or blue. A challenge today involves balancing your desire for security with necessary growth. The universe is nudging you toward expansion, particularly regarding self-limiting beliefs about your capabilities. Consider journaling about where you might be playing too safe in life. Which comfortable routines might actually be ruts in disguise. Your famous Taurian stubbornness can be redirected as determination toward personal evolution rather than resistance to change. Your home environment calls for attention today. Small improvements to your living space can have a significant impact on your mood and productivity. Consider adding elements that appeal to your sensual nature, perhaps a new plant, luxurious fabric textures, or beautiful objects that bring joy through their aesthetic value. A decluttering session, even if brief, helps create space for new energies to enter your life. Communication takes on a thoughtful quality today. You're less interested in small talk and more drawn to meaningful exchanges. A conversation with a mentor or elder family member could provide valuable perspective on a current situation. Listen for the wisdom between the words. Similarly, younger people in your life may benefit greatly from your grounded advice and practical experience. Lucky numbers for you today are 6, 15, and 24. Your fortunate color is deep emerald green, which enhances your connection to growth and abundance. Earth-scented essential oils like patchouli or vetiver can amplify your natural grounding energy. If working with crystals, green aventurine resonates particularly well with today's vibrations for you, supporting heart-centered decisions and prosperity consciousness. As the day concludes, take time to appreciate the small pleasures that make life sweet: the taste of a favorite food, the comfort of your bed, the beauty of twilight. This mindful appreciation is actually a powerful manifestation practice for Taurus, as it aligns you with the frequency of abundance that naturally attracts more blessings. Tomorrow brings a slight shift in energy as the moon changes signs, but today's grounding influence provides a stable foundation to build upon. Remember, dear Taurus, your greatest strength has always been your ability to create beauty and value through patient nurturing. Today's stars affirm that this steady approach is exactly what's needed in a world too often fixated on instant results. Trust your natural timing as you move toward your goals with determined grace. On April 9, 2025, the celestial spheres arrange themselves in a particularly meaningful pattern for Taurus natives. The Sun sits at approximately 19 degrees Aries in your 12th house, illuminating your subconscious patterns and hidden strengths while approaching the final days before entering your sign. This position creates a period of introspection and behind-the-scenes preparation before your personal new year begins. Venus, your ruling planet, glides through Gemini in your second house of resources and values, creating a fascinating duality in your financial approach. You'll find yourself more verbally expressive about your needs and more adaptable in your approach to material security. Mercury positions itself at approximately 4 degrees Aries, also in your 12th house, bringing intuitive insights and heightening your receptivity to unspoken information. Pay attention to dreams and subtle communications today, as they carry significant guidance. The moon transits through Leo in your 4th house of home and foundations, bringing warmth and creative energy to your domestic sphere. This lunar position encourages you to add personal touches to your living space and express yourself more boldly within your private domain. Mars energizes Aquarius in your 10th house of career and public reputation, creating innovative impulses in your professional approach. This position may inspire you to break convention in your work methods or propose revolutionary ideas to superiors. Jupiter, the great benefic, continues its journey through Gemini in your 2nd house alongside Venus, multiplying opportunities for financial growth through communication, learning, and short-distance connections. This Jupiter-Venus conjunction in your resource sector is particularly fortunate, suggesting unexpected monetary gains through networking. Saturn maintains its disciplined stance in Pisces in your 11th house of community and future goals, asking you to restructure your social circles and approach long-term aspirations with greater maturity. Some friendships may feel restrictive today, but these limitations serve an important purpose in your growth. Uranus, continuing its long-term residence in your sign, forms a challenging square with Mars today, potentially triggering sudden urges for freedom or unexpected changes to your public image. This electrical current running between your identity and reputation sectors suggests avoiding impulsive career decisions while remaining open to genuine innovation. Neptune in Aries in your 12th house forms a harmonious sextile with Venus, enhancing your spiritual connection to abundance and dissolving artificial boundaries between material and metaphysical wealth. This aspect beautifully supports creative visualization practices related to prosperity. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius in your 10th house, forms a powerful trine with your natal Taurus energies, facilitating profound transformation in your career trajectory without the usual resistance you might feel toward change. The North Node in Pisces in your 11th house indicates that your spiritual growth path involves embracing more compassionate and inclusive social connections. Pay attention to who enters your orbit today, as these connections have karmic significance. The South Node in Virgo in your 5th house cautions against falling back into overly critical attitudes about creative endeavors or romantic situations. The asteroid Chiron in Taurus may activate sensitive points related to self-worth today, particularly as it receives aspects from transiting Mercury. This configuration presents healing opportunities around how you communicate your value to others. Ceres in Cáncer in your third house nurtures your communication style, making your words particularly nurturing and supportive to siblings or neighbors who might be struggling. The Black Moon Lilith in Virgo opposes the North Node, potentially triggering power dynamics in group settings where your authentic expression feels suppressed. Notice if you're holding back your true perspective to maintain harmony. This complex planetary tapestry creates a day where your material foundations receive cosmic attention, while subtle psychological shifts prepare you for the imminent solar return. The Taurus-Scorpio axis is particularly activated, highlighting themes of personal resources versus shared assets, self-reliance versus vulnerability. For Taurus individuals with ascendants in cardinal signs, Aries, Cáncer, Libra, Capricorn, the sun's position creates more immediate pressure for pre-birthday reflection and closure of annual cycles. Those with fixed ascendants Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius will feel Uranus's disruptive energy more intensely through their bodily experience and physical environment. The most significant aspect pattern today forms a productive sextile between your first and third houses, facilitating practical communication about personal needs and boundaries. This alignment supports speaking your truth in ways that don't compromise your famous Taurian steadiness. The planetary positions today encourage finding balance between your innate desire for stability and the cosmic nudges toward necessary evolution. For Taurus on April 9, 2025, your communication landscape presents intriguing dynamics as Mercury forms a sextile with your ruling planet Venus. This planetary alignment creates a harmonious energy field where your words carry additional weight and charm. You'll find yourself naturally more eloquent today, able to express complex emotions with remarkable clarity. The position of Mercury in Aries is activating your 12th house of subconscious patterns, bringing forward thoughts and ideas that have been percolating below the surface of your awareness. This is an excellent day to articulate feelings you've been holding back, especially in close relationships where vulnerability has felt challenging. The moon in Gemini further amplifies this communication potential by forming a trine to Mars in your third house, giving your words additional impact and persuasive power. Notice how conversations seem to flow more naturally today, with fewer of the hesitations that sometimes characterize your communication style. Jupiter's position also supports expanded thinking, helping you see multiple perspectives rather than remaining fixed in your viewpoint as Taurus sometimes tends to do. For creative Taurians, this is an exceptional day for writing, public speaking, or any form of artistic expression. Your natural sensory intelligence is heightened by Neptune's gentle influence, allowing you to communicate not just with words, but with emotional nuance and sensory detail. In professional settings, your communication style comes across as particularly grounded and trustworthy today, earning you respect from colleagues who recognize your authenticity. Those working in fields requiring negotiation will find themselves especially effective between 2 and 4 p.m. when the Moon-Venus aspect perfects. Be mindful that Uranus in your sign might occasionally disrupt your normal communication patterns with unexpected insights or unusual perspectives. Embrace these moments rather than resisting them. They offer creative breakthroughs that could transform how you express yourself moving forward. In personal relationships, you'll find it easier to have those difficult conversations you've been postponing. Your emotional intelligence is enhanced today, allowing you to read between the lines and understand what others mean beyond their literal words. This receptivity, combined with your enhanced expressiveness, creates opportunities for profound connection. Take advantage of the evening hours when Saturn's influence brings focus and structure to your thoughts, helping you crystallize important ideas that have been forming throughout the day. For those Taurians involved in media, teaching, or information sharing, your ability to convey complex concepts in accessible ways is particularly strong today. Consider recording important thoughts or insights, as they contain seeds of wisdom that will continue developing in the coming lunar cycle. The cosmic landscape for Taurus on April 9th, 2025, presents a fascinating financial picture with several key planetary influences at play. With Venus, your ruling planet, forming a supportive trine to Jupiter, this creates an excellent foundation for financial growth and opportunity. This aspect particularly enhances your ability to attract resources and recognize valuable investments when they appear. The energy is ripe for financial expansion, but requires thoughtful engagement rather than passive expectation. Venus in Gemini during this period creates a dual nature to financial opportunities. You may find yourself managing two income streams or considering multiple investment options simultaneously. This placement encourages flexibility in your financial approach, something that doesn't always come naturally to your fixed earth sign nature. The moon in Capricorn on this day reinforces your practical financial instincts, creating a perfect balance between opportunity seeking and risk management. This grounding influence helps you maintain discipline even as exciting prospects emerge. Mercury, positioned in Aries, brings quick-thinking energy to financial matters. You may receive information about a financial opportunity that requires prompt decision-making. While your typical approach is methodical and measured, today's energy supports calculated risks taken with confidence. Mars in Pisces during this period creates an interesting dynamic in your financial sector. This placement activates your subconscious relationship with money and may bring to light hidden concerns or emotional patterns connected to financial security. Pay attention to any intuitive hunches about investments or business opportunities. Your intuition is particularly heightened today. Saturn's position continues to bring structure to your career sector, suggesting that financial opportunities emerging today have connections to your professional reputation or workplace achievements. A project you've been diligently working on may finally show monetary potential. Uranus, continuing its long transit through Taurus, creates a background of financial innovation in your life. Today's aspects highlight how embracing new technologies or unconventional approaches might lead to unexpected financial gains. Consider exploring digital assets or alternative investment vehicles that align with future economic trends. The day's financial energy particularly supports partnerships and collaborative ventures. A business alliance or joint investment opportunity may present itself, potentially involving someone from your past professional network. This connection could prove quite lucrative if approached with clear agreements. Pay special attention to financial opportunities connected to communication, information sharing, or educational content. With the current planetary alignments, Taurus natives may find unexpected income potential through sharing their expertise or creating informational products. The second house of your chart receives beneficial aspects today, directly impacting your earning potential and value systems. This is an excellent time to reassess your rates if you're self-employed, or to prepare documentation for a salary negotiation. Your financial intuition is particularly strong under today's cosmic conditions. If you've been contemplating a significant purchase or investment, the planetary alignments suggest favorable outcomes for decisions made with both analytical consideration and gut feeling. For Taurus entrepreneurs, this day presents fertile ground for business expansion initiatives. The cosmic energy supports sustainable growth rather than quick gains, perfectly aligned with your natural preference for steady, reliable progress. Financial opportunities may emerge through unexpected sources or unconventional channels. Remaining open to non-traditional approaches could lead to discovering a valuable resource you might otherwise overlook. The day carries a subtle warning against overindulgence in luxury purchases. While Venus does favor acquisition, discernment is essential to distinguish between investments that appreciate and expenses that simply satisfy momentary desires. For employed Taurus individuals, a conversation with supervisors about compensation or benefits packages receives favorable aspects. Your ability to articulate your worth is enhanced, making this an optimal time to highlight your contributions and negotiate improvements. Property matters and real estate investments are particularly well aspected today. If you've been considering a real estate transaction or home improvement project with potential to increase property value, cosmic conditions support moving forward. The financial landscape for Taurus today suggests paying particular attention to recurring expenses and subscription services. A review of these commitments could reveal significant savings opportunities that have been overlooked. Be mindful of financial advice received today. While generally favorable conditions exist, not all guidance will align with your long-term security needs. Filter recommendations through your characteristic practical lens before implementation. The planetary positions suggest potential for passive income development. Investments made today, with the intention of generating recurring returns, show particular promise under current aspects. Consider allocating resources toward assets that work for you rather than requiring continuous active management. In matters of debt or shared financial obligations, today's energy supports finding mutually beneficial solutions. If negotiating terms or restructuring agreements, expect productive outcomes that serve all parties involved. Financial opportunities connected to health, wellness, or sustainable products receive beneficial aspects. Taurus individuals working in these sectors may notice increased interest or valuation in their offerings. For financially conservative Taurus natives, today's aspects provide a gentle cosmic nudge toward calculated expansion. While maintaining your security-conscious approach, consider whether certain areas of financial restriction might benefit from controlled growth initiatives. Trust-building activities with financial partners are highly favored. If establishing new business relationships or financial collaborations, transparency and clear communication today will establish a foundation for long-term prosperity. Resources shared by family members or close associates may become available under today's cosmic influences. Remain receptive to financial support or investment opportunities from trusted connections within your inner circle. The day's energy particularly supports financial planning with multi-generational benefits. Investments made with family legacy or long-term security in mind receive favorable aspects from current planetary positions. As April 9th unfolds for Taurus, the cosmic energies create distinct pockets of fortune that deserve your attention. Venus, your ruling planet, forms an auspicious trine with Jupiter in your resource sector, opening channels for material abundance and sensory satisfaction. This planetary dance particularly enhances your second house of values and possessions, making this a day when your natural talents for recognizing quality and worth become even more pronounced. Your ability to discern genuine value from empty promises serves you exceptionally well today. The universe rewards your practical approach to beauty and comfort, especially in spaces where others might overlook potential. Physical environments respond to your touch today, whether rearranging your living space, tending to plants, or simply spending time in natural settings. These activities don't merely provide pleasure, they actively attract positive energy and opportunity. Financial intuition runs strong, though this isn't about impulsive spending, but rather recognizing investments with staying power. Pay particular attention to opportunities involving sustainable resources, artisanal crafts, or ventures that combine practicality with aesthetic appeal. Your throat chakra resonates with unusual clarity today, making it an excellent time for important conversations about values, particularly with authority figures or mentors who appreciate your grounded perspective. Relationships with earth signs bring special fortune, as does wearing green or brown tones that anchor your natural earth energy. Culinary pursuits carry an extra blessing whether cooking, baking, or simply enjoying a thoughtfully prepared meal. The tactile world speaks to you today in ways others might miss. Pay attention to synchronicities involving touch, taste, and smell. Your body wisdom guides you toward fortunate paths if you'll only listen. While others chase after fleeting trends, your fortune today lies in embracing timeless quality and the patient cultivation of beauty that endures. This isn't just about today's pleasures, but setting foundations for lasting abundance that continues to nourish you long after this fortunate day has passed. The social landscape for Taurus on April 9th, 2025, is particularly dynamic as Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your house of community and aspirations. This celestial arrangement opens doors to meaningful social connections that could have lasting impacts on your personal and professional life. The moon in Libra activates your sixth house of daily routines and service, suggesting that social connections today may form through everyday interactions rather than planned events. Don't overlook casual conversations with coworkers or acquaintances. They could blossom into something significant. With Mercury stationed direct in Aries, in your 12th house of the subconscious, you're finally finding the right words to express feelings you've been processing internally for weeks. This makes it an excellent day for heart-to-heart conversations and clearing any lingering misunderstandings with friends. Saturn's position in Pisces continues to restructure your social circle, helping you distinguish between connections that drain your energy and those that replenish it. Today, you'll likely notice the difference more acutely than usual. Pay attention to which interactions leave you feeling fulfilled versus depleted. The presence of Mars in your fourth house of home and family suggests that hosting a small gathering or inviting a close friend over could create a particularly meaningful bonding experience. Your natural Taurian ability to create comfortable, sensual environments will be especially appreciated today. Pluto's transformative energy from your 10th house of public reputation casts a subtle influence over your social interactions, particularly those with authority figures or mentors. This could be an excellent day to connect with someone who can offer guidance about your long-term goals. Jupiter's expansive energy in your 11th house of friendships and networks continues to bring new people into your orbit. Today's connections may have an international or educational flavor to them. Perhaps someone from a different cultural background has valuable perspective to share. The Venus-Neptune sextile, active today, softens your sometimes rigid boundaries, making you more receptive to different types of people than those you typically gravitate toward. This temporary flexibility in your social preferences could introduce you to someone who challenges your perspectives in a healthy way. For coupled Taurians, this planetary alignment encourages bringing your partner into your broader social circle. Shared friendships can strengthen your bond today. Single Taurians might find romantic potential through friends of friends. Don't hesitate if someone offers to make an introduction. Digital connections are also highlighted today, with Uranus in your first house encouraging you to update your online profiles or reach out to connections on professional networks. A message sent today could lead to an opportunity weeks later. The North Node in your sign continues to push you towards social situations that promote personal growth rather than mere comfort. While stretching beyond your social comfort zone might feel challenging, the rewards today are likely to be substantial. Consider accepting an invitation you might normally decline. Some Taurians may feel a pull between wanting deep, meaningful one-on-one interaction and being part of larger group activities. The astrology of today suggests that both have their place. Perhaps start with group engagement and naturally gravitate toward the individuals you resonate with most for deeper conversation. Your communication style today carries extra warmth and authenticity, thanks to the sun in Aries illuminating your 12th house of spirituality and compassion. People will sense your genuine interest in their welfare, which opens doors to greater trust. The day's energy supports reconciliation if there's been tension in any of your close relationships. The ability to see multiple perspectives is enhanced, making it easier to find common ground with those who typically challenge you. Pay attention to chance encounters around midday when the moon forms a supportive aspect to Mercury. A seemingly random conversation could provide exactly the connection or information you've been seeking. Your natural Taurian loyalty shines brightly today, making you the person friends and colleagues turn to for support and stability. Embracing this role not only strengthens existing bonds, but attracts new connections who value reliability. By evening, as the moon shifts aspects, emotional intelligence becomes your greatest social asset. Reading between the lines of conversations will help you respond to others' unspoken needs, creating deeper bonds of trust and appreciation. As a Taurus on this unique April 9th, you're experiencing a day when your ruling planet Venus forms a harmonious aspect with Jupiter, creating an expansive energy around your personal values and resources. This alignment suggests a day when generosity and abundance consciousness can serve you well. Begin your morning by setting clear intentions about what truly matters to you, not just material possessions, but the core values that define your sense of security and worth. The moon's position in Scorpio today creates an interesting dynamic with your Taurus energy, pulling you toward deeper emotional truths that might normally feel uncomfortable. Rather than resisting this introspective pull, lean into it with courage. Ask yourself what fears might be holding you back from pursuing what truly brings you stability and joy. Today's Saturn influence brings a structured energy that supports building foundations that will last, particularly in areas related to your long-term security. Take time to review your 5-year plans and make practical adjustments based on what you've learned recently. Mercury's communication with Neptune today adds a dreamy, intuitive quality to your thinking. While this can enhance creativity, be mindful of potential confusion in practical matters. Double-check details before finalizing any agreements, especially those involving shared resources or financial commitments. Your body wisdom is particularly strong today. Pay attention to physical sensations that might be guiding you toward or away from certain decisions. The earth element that governs your sign is amplified today, making it an excellent time for grounding practices like gardening, cooking with fresh ingredients, or simply walking barefoot on natural surfaces. In relationships, today calls for patience and deep listening. Your natural tendency toward steadfastness is a gift, but flexibility will be your greater ally as loved ones may be processing emotional complexities that require your compassionate ear rather than solutions. For single Taurus individuals, this evening brings potential for meaningful connections if you're willing to venture slightly outside your comfort zone. Consider accepting invitations to gatherings that might normally seem too unfamiliar. In your professional life, today's aspects support methodical progress rather than bold new initiatives. Focus on completing existing projects with excellence and attention to detail. Your thoroughness will be noticed by those in positions of influence. Financial decisions are favored when they involve conservative protection of assets rather than speculative ventures. If investment opportunities arise, take time for due diligence rather than making impulsive decisions. The physical body needs extra attention today. Your neck and throat area, ruled by Taurus, may be particularly sensitive. Gentle stretches, warm beverages, and perhaps a soothing essential oil like chamomile could provide comfort. Your creative expression finds powerful outlets today, particularly in tactile arts or anything involving your hands. Set aside time to engage with projects that allow you to create something substantial and beautiful. The evening hours bring a shift as the moon makes contact with Mars, potentially stirring up emotional intensity or restlessness. Having a calming bedtime routine will be especially important to ensure quality rest. A brief meditation focusing on gratitude for the stable elements in your life can help counterbalance any unsettled energy. Tomorrow will bring new opportunities in collaborative projects. So use tonight to restore your energy and prepare your naturally methodical mind for cooperative ventures. Your patience today becomes wisdom tomorrow. Remember that your greatest strength lies in your ability to remain steadfast amid changing circumstances while still remaining open to necessary evolution. The cosmos today reminds you that true security comes not from rigid control, but from cultivating inner stability that can weather any external changes with grace and determination. Daily horoscope analysis for